Good morning students. Now we are studying this chapter pollution of air and water. In this chapter we are going to familiar with some terms like greenhouse effect, global warming, ozone depletion, etc. So let's start. Today we are going to discussing about greenhouse effect, global warming and ozone depletion. What is greenhouse effect? The greenhouse effect responsible for heating of Earth's surface and the atmosphere. The clouds and gases reflect about 1/4 of the incoming solar radiation and absorb some of it. But almost half of incoming solar radiation fall on Earth's surface, heating it. The Earth's surface re-emit heat in the form of infrared radiation, but part of this does not escape into space as atmospheric gases. Example, carbon dioxide, methane, etc. These gases absorb a major fraction of it. The molecules of these gases radiate heat energy, and a major part of which again comes to Earth's surface, thus heating it up once again. The carbon dioxide and methane are commonly known as greenhouse gases. In simple terms, we can say the greenhouse effect is a natural process that warms the Earth's surface. It leads to the global warming. When the heat comes to the Earth's surface, it will not go back into space with the effect of greenhouse effect. It leads to increase the heat in the Earth's surface and it leads to the global warming. Then, what is global warming? What is global warming? What are the adverse effects of global warming? In the case of global warming, increase in the level of greenhouse gases has leads to considerable heating of Earth, leading to global warming. This rise in temperature is leading to change in the environment and resulting in odd climate changes, thus leading to increased melting of polar ice caps. Over many years, this will result in a rise in sea level that can submerge many coastal areas. This will become very serious issue for human being. Then, how can we control global warming? We have so many methods to control the global warming. We can include cutting down usage of fossil fuels. We know that the fossil fuels make so many greenhouse gases like CO2, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane, etc. So, first we can cutting down the usage of fossil fuels. Then improving the efficiency of energy usage. We can improve the efficiency of energy usage. Reducing deforestation. We should reduce the deforestation, cutting of trees. We should reduce that method. Planting trees, it's very important. We know that the plants consume CO2. So, planting trees are very important. Reduction in the emission of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Reduction in the emission of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. We can reduce the usage of automobiles, industries, etc. What is ozone depletion? The ozone is very important for us. Ozone gas is continuously formed by the action of UV rays on the molecular oxygen. and also degraded into molecular oxygen in the stratosphere. There should be a balance between production and degradation of the ozone in the stratosphere. It protects us from the UV rays. Of late, the balance has been disturbed due to the enhancement of ozone degradation by chlorofluorocarbons. The overusage of chlorofluorocarbon, the ozone become depleted. The depletion is particularly make over the Antarctic region. This has resulted in the formation of large area of thinned ozone layer, commonly called the ozone holes. It's very dangerous. So we should control the usage of CFC. So in this section we discussed about the greenhouse effect, global warming, and also the ozone depletion. So all should study this very well. This is very important. Thank you.